Alright folks, welcome back to the channel. Today's a special day. Thought I'd whip out a special gun I realized I hadn't shared with you folks yet. Today marks 1 year from the first YouTube upload that I did here. That first gun was a Ted Yost gun. The second video I posted shortly thereafter was one of mine. And I'm just gonna, I guess, recount the last year of sharing custom guns with you folks. It's been a lot of work, but you know, I think it is worth doing, and I'm glad you folks continue to tune in. One thing I would ask is that you do share this channel with others who enjoy this kind of thing. If you share it on your social media and stuff like that, it sure helps bring people in to watch our videos here. So 1 year ago today, I posted my first YouTube video. It was about 2.5 minutes long, I think, about one of Ted's older builds, officer model. I'll put a link to that video in the description if you want to go back to the beginning. I'm going to work on setting up some playlists, different categories of builds, I guess, custom work, eras, etc., to kind of break that down. If you're more interested in if you want to see all the videos of Ted Yost guns that I've done, I can put them all together, and I'm going to work on that here in the next few weeks. So this will be the 93rd video, this pistol. In that year, I have somehow amassed 245,000 views between long form videos and shorts. The shorts certainly get you more views, but not as much view time as the long form videos. I am blown away to hear that I have 3,700 hours of view time on this channel. So that's almost 155 days for those of you keeping track. There's over 1,600 of you that have done me the honor of subscribing to the channel, so that you don't miss new videos when they come out, and that's humbling as well. My top video, I'm real happy, is one of my pistols, a gun I built a couple years ago. Was the second video I ever posted, which is part of the reason why it has the most views, of course, of being an older video. But it was a short video, reasonably, just over 3 minutes. I've since kind of let loose on, my original outset was just a quick 2 or 3 minute look at each gun. And some guns you just can't fit that in. So, you know, a lot of my other videos here lately have been 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, depending on the gun and how much I have to say about it, and how much you know, information I have on the builder, etc. So again, thank you all for following along over the past year. I hope to do this, you know, continue to do this for a long time, as long as people are interested in the stuff I'm posting. This gun here was built in 2012. You'll see it's marked KGB Custom on the dust cover there, and I think this is the first gun that I ever put that on. I was working for another shop at the time, but I guess in the back of my mind, KGB Custom was always an idea. Was always kind of the goal, to build a brand around that. For those that don't know, KGB is my initials. I had no Russian connection, I promise. This pistol means a lot to me. It's one I've carried pretty much every day for the last 12 plus years, other than, you know, other environments that dictate a smaller gun or a higher capacity gun. The base pistol is a Kimber Custom 2. The pistol I traded off of a good friend of mine whom I went to gunsmith school with. He won it on a prize table at a match, and I believe I traded him, I don't know, we were swapping lots of stuff back and forth. I think there was a Winchester in the mix, and he really liked Winchesters, so I got this and some other stuff. Also in that trade was this Nolan barrel. I'd never fit a Nolan barrel before this. Frankly, when I built this, I'd probably only fit 4 or 5 1911 barrels. But I spent a lot of time on 1911 forum in those days, and absorbing as much knowledge as I could about the platform. I would say at that time, certainly I looked up to guys like Lou Biondo, Chuck Rogers, Ted Yost, all of whom were posting really quite good pictures on the internet for a young guy like me, and a lot of great information about what needs addressed to make these guns run and what needs addressed to make these guns, you know, carryable and comfortable to carry. So you'll see a lot of that influence, certainly from those first 2 guys in this gun, but a little bit from all of them, certainly. So the Kimber, traded off a buddy of mine. I had it in its stock form for probably a year before I really started cutting on it, and I probably spent close to a year cutting on it. Those that know the Kimber Custom 2 know that they're pretty much all full of MIM parts. And have front cocking serrations. You'll see this one has no MIM parts and no front cocking serrations. So I cut high power cuts on the slide to eliminate the front cocking serrations. I've found over time that does kind of make the gun easier to get in the leather. I don't like doing it on classic styled builds. It's not something I've really, I don't even know if I've done it since this gun, frankly. But it was something I did to eliminate the front cocking serrations on this build. The front sight, which was kind of in vogue at the time, is an XS big dot. I sort of have grown pretty weary of that and will probably change it, but I just can't bring myself to change much about this gun because it has gone a lot of miles with me. And like I said, you know, it's a snapshot of where I was at the time, and really what people were buying at the time. Big dot sights were big business for a while. The rear sight is a heavily modified 10-8 unit from Hilton Yam. You'll see that one thing that I am really pretty fussy about on my guns is dehorning the rear sight. I don't like a rear sight that's got any sharp edges on it that can cut you while manipulating that gun. I don't want to grab a hold of that and feel anything abrasive there. In this gun, I took it to the nth degree by really, I flat topped the slide right back into the sight, clear back to the actual upright portion of the sight, and then just beveled it down to the contours of the slide all the way around. I hadn't really seen anybody else do that at the time. I've seen some guys do it since. I don't claim to be first at anything. People have been cutting on 1911s way longer than I've been alive. Found out while fitting the Nolan barrel that the bores on Nolan barrels run a little small, so had to order a special Manson reamer, which you know, I think I still have. For that tighter bore. Also found out that complicates loading lead bullets for it, given the small bore diameter. And that led me to the Nosler 185 hollow point, which has been a fantastic bullet. It's a very accurate bullet, and this gun loves them. And pretty much every 1911 I've shot him in shoots them very well. Moving on down the gun, this I believe is an EGW slide stop that I checkered the bottom side of. Certainly inspired by Ted there to put texture on the bottom. I removed the texture on the top, the serrations. The thumb safety is a Novak part. I always liked the thumb safety that the paddle came pretty far back on, and that is subject to some conversation from shooter to shooter. Some guys' thumbs don't agree with that, and they get a hot spot in here, and they like a paddle that starts a little farther forward on the safety body. But for me, I like it. It's comfortable, and it gives me more purchase on that thumb safety. when engaging and disengaging. Another Nolan part is the Big Eye hammer, the speed hammer, I think they call it. It's a ring hammer with a larger hole in it. The rear end here, I've serrated clear back down to the bottom of the slide, all the way down the sight to the bottom of the slide. I don't do them that far anymore. It was really, you know, I guess getting my sea legs about me and deciding what I wanted my guns to look like at the time. The trigger is a medium solid trigger. I removed the top half of the curvature. I think I saw maybe Jeremy Reed do that, and I thought it looked cool, and it does, because my finger tends to ride the top of the trigger anyway. It does basically give you a flat feel up here, but it lets you know that you're at the top of the trigger without looking at it or thinking about it. EGW match bushing, smooth cap on there. It's all chewed up, of course, as they get. Extended checkered mag release. I believe I hand checkered that as well. Hand checkered the front strap, 20 LPI. It's not pointed up very good, but it certainly gets the job done. And I'm not sure that I would have EDC'd a sharp 20 LPI gun all these years anyway. So flat topped 20 LPI on the front and on the back. I forget what this mainspring, excuse me, this is a Chen mainspring housing. That's right. This was the first Chen Max bevel I ever put in, and I put them in almost everything anymore. The grip safety is a part you can't get anymore. That's a Chip McCormick grip safety, which fits the Kimber frames very well, obviously, because they have some relation, some history together, Chip McCormick and Kimber. That's probably a subject for a whole nother video. So first, Chen back bevel, huge magwell opening there for not having any extension, and that has stuck with me to this day. I would rather have a Chen max bevel in a gun than any other magwell option for a carry gun. So yeah, that's just me. That's my opinion. I believe EGW or Wilson Combat sear and disconnector. Honestly, it's been about 6 months since I've opened this gun up. You'll notice it's pretty grungy, if you can see in the videos. I don't shoot it near as much now as I did when I first built it, partly because I have so many guns to test fire and shoot that it doesn't come out of the holster that often. Gun probably has, I don't know, 4,000 or 5,000 rounds through it at this point. Which isn't a lot, but I don't, I've got a lot of other guns to shoot, so it's not my leisure shooting gun, the first pick, so to speak. The grip's another interesting part about this, from Larry Davidson, of the Grip Monkey, the Texas Grip Monkey. Another big influence on the old forums. I ordered a number of grips from him over the years, and this set I ordered from him when I first started this project, and I said, Larry, just give me a unique texture, and I want them to be black. And I told him at the time I wouldn't mind trying your in-betweener thickness. So in-betweener thickness, you probably can't see in the video, but screwheads are a little proud of these grips. These are standard grip screws. Standard bushings, but the grips are thinner than standard grips, which gives you a little bit smaller circumference, but not near as boxy as slim grips are. And this is what he sent me. I gave him carte blanche, and this is what he sent me. I have dehorned them, and of course worn the offside. This grip screw head's pretty chewed up. I know I've slid down an asphalt roof with this gun on and just worn it for over a decade. So this bottom of this grip has worn some, as has the frame here along these edges. But I've never seen another pair of these pattern from Larry. I even tried to get them replicated. Well, who was it? SGM, I think, bought Larry's files. But Larry retired shortly after I got these, and for all I know, they're the only pair of this pattern out there. I don't even recall if he had a name for this pattern. I'd have to look back through some very old emails, but most of my ordering with him was over the phone. So they're probably lost to time, but they ride this gun because that's what I got them for. The gun, you know, has a good carry bevel all the way around. That's something I'm pretty picky about. Again, still to this day, I don't soften guns up. You know, heirloom grade Colts quite as soft as this gun, unless it is something the guy, you know, is going to want to carry every day, to try and keep some of the lines a little crisper. Then, you know, we lean more towards the bar of soap for a gun that's going to get carried hard and often. That's about it for this gun. And again, I want to reiterate how blessed I am to have all you guys following along. I would ask you to continue to interact here, and like I said, share the channel, share our videos out there. If there's a video you think is good information, or at least interesting information, you know, share it on your socials, share it with your friends, and we'll keep growing the channel. Other than that, I am shopping for a new camera for this, to upgrade the video quality, hopefully for you guys, because I don't like watching low quality video either. I don't think this is low quality, but it's not high quality video. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and here's to another year of cool custom guns that I'll share with you guys as they come in. Thanks.